Welcome to Skillvinco. I'm Chimera Bass. Of course, you've been seeing a lot of videos on YouTube, teaching you about skin retouching, but some of the videos, they don't bring out what exactly, the retouchers do. And I promise you, by the end of the day, of course, you're going to, be able to retouch your pictures, because as a beginner, you have some challenges in retouching, and of course, as I personally have got many challenges whereby I'll be retouching pictures, people don't like it, and of course it has been embarrassing me. But I tried to get more lessons in retouching, getting different platforms, some on YouTube, others are from Skillshare. But of course I've been able to to know what exactly works, and this is the thing that I want to share with you. We're going to retouch a picture like this. For example, a picture like this is for a woman, and of course I used the four main techniques in retouching. The first one, I use frequency separation, as you're seeing. I use dodge and burn, that's global dodge and burning, and also use color grading. And of course the last technique I used was eye and teeth whitening. And of course, but I promise you, by the end of this video, everyone who is a beginner is going to be able to retouch. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a quite long tutorial, but of course at the end of the day you'll be able to learn something. Of course, as the country I'm coming from now, we're in a lockdown in Uganda, but of course we shall continue every day. But don't forget to subscribe, of course, and activate the notification bell. Of course, whenever post a video, upload a video, you'll be able to watch, you'll be able to learn. And this is as you call Skillvinco, meaning skill shop. It's a shop for skills, and for me it's a free shop. And of course we also have online retouching lessons. Of course, I'll be telling you, updating on the platform that we're going to use. And anyone to be a good photographer, videographer, graphic designer, this channel is ready for you. So let's start with this picture. Let me first delete these layers. I delete them. So this picture was like this as starting. I hope all the beginners know how to import pictures in Photoshop. First is you can go to File and Open, where you can get the picture from any location that you've saved for. For me, this picture is under not my downloads, it's under E, and it's in downloads. And this picture, by the way, it was taken by Fame of God Studios, and I just got it from Unsplash. You can also visit Unsplash and see some of the good pictures and try to retouch. But let's go into this picture, direct to this picture. So okay, let's start. The first thing I'm going to start is to remove blemishes on this picture. We have various tools that can help us to remove blemishes. You can use the spot healing brush, whereby you can come, you can expand your brush size, and you suck around the blemishes. You can use either spot healing brush or patch tool. But since the picture doesn't have a lot of blemishes, so I'm going to leave the way it is. Removing blemishes. Let me come here. I want to remove this scar. There I'm going to use the patch tool. I'm going to find it here. I want to circle, bring it this size, sorry. You circle and you put it aside. And even here we make a mistake, just clear it. And also I found some kind of blemish here, something. Circle to place. You just circle the area, sorry, not really. Circle the area, pin it where you want to look like. Others we can retouch them into frequency separation, but let me try. Okay, we're done with that. Now the first technique we're going to use is frequency separation. First, we're going to duplicate layer. You just click on your layer side of the image. If you don't have this layer thing on your Photoshop, because some versions, I'm using CS6. It's a low version because of I want the tutorial to be more lighter. So you can come to the workspace up here with the essential and you pick photography, so the layer panel will come. So we're going to click on layer and we duplicate. We'll make a copy by pressing Command or Control J. Then we're going to name this downer layer. We're going to name it color layer, and the upper layer we name is texture layer. What we're doing is called frequency separation. It means that frequency separation, it involves softening the skin, the subject's skin, without degrading his or her own skin texture. So I mean, like we're going to work on two layers. This color layer means the color of the skin, what we call the midtones, okay? And the upper layer that I've named texture is what you see on the skin. This is skin texture. We have two types of texture, where we have smooth and rough, okay? So we are editing this picture by separating this texture. For frequency separation, we are addressing the subject's skin tone, or call it skin color, and their texture separated in order to perceive both, as we're going to see. So I'm going to group. Before grouping, I'm going to click on the color layer. I come to filter, blur. I pick Gaussian blur. So when I pick this Gaussian blur, I'm going to put the radius of like the 3 point. Let me put 3.5. You can put these settings. Okay, 3.1. Sorry, 3.5. Then press OK. But we're not seeing that blur here because the texture layer has been able to cover up the color layer. But you can click here on I sign, and of course, after disabling the texture layer, you can see some blur on the skin of this beautiful woman. And of course, then you can activate the texture layer, and you come to image, apply image. There you can click on the layer side, layer panel. You pick color, which is the color of the skin. Because we are separating, of course you cannot separate it from the texture itself. We are separating it from the color layer. Are we getting that? So we come to blending options, where I put subtract, because of course we are subtracting, and we leave the opacity to be 100, preserve transparency we leave, and masking we leave. The scale we shall put 2, and the offset 128. I'll be bring up the video, explaining why we're making offset 128 and the scale 2, as you've been following. And as I've told you, don't forget to subscribe. This is Skill Vinco. You can call it a skill shop. It's a free shop whereby you can get free tutorials and you start a skill. So we click OK. We're going to group these two layers. You click on texture layer and you hold shift, you click on color layer and you press Ctrl G, or Command G to that who are using Mac. We're going to name this frequency separation. sequence separation. And of course, now what we're going to do, we are going to click on the texture layer, because now we're seeing what we separated. This is the layer, the texture layer as you're seeing. So we are going to come to the blending options. We pick linear light. So now when you pick linear light, it's come back to the original. So now what we're going to do, we're going to click on the texture layer. We come to the lasso tool. You have to make sure that the feather is around 18, 19. Let me use 19 today, depending on the picture. So I'm going to zoom in this picture, and I start from here. I can circle just where I'm starting. After I go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur. So today I'm going to put it 27. Then I come to another patch. So I circle, then I put Gaussian blur. I don't want to go back because the setting, they always record themselves there. I come to this other part where there is a lot of highlights. Gaussian blur. When I fix this other part, I put a Gaussian blur. Remember, we are working on the color layer. Also this way, Gaussian blur. Are you seeing the difference now? Let me hope you're following. Gaussian blur. Even I'll come around here. I put Gaussian blur. Around here, I put Gaussian blur. Sorry. The problem is the surface where my mouse is placed, but I'm sorry. It's better to get a mouse pad to be able to make this accurate. Put Gaussian blur. I will come right here. I put a Gaussian blur too. Even around here. You have to do it slow but sure. Gaussian blur. For the side of the nose, I'll start from here. Take this small patch. I put Gaussian blur. Even here, put a Gaussian. Then in the middle, will come this line. Sorry, pixels are not selected. Why? I'll just come like this. I have the problem with my surface because I don't use the tablet. I'm just using a PC. But for those who are having tablets, it can be easier for you. Even here. So that's how I can apply that kind of blur on the nose, so that I don't create what we call a feather around it. So here I'll pick this side, put a Gaussian blur. Even this downer part, the side of the chin. I hope you're seeing the difference. We are creating realistic skin tones around the subject's skin. Come around here. Also put Gaussian. Even here. Sorry. come around here because I don't want to change the face's surface movement. Even here I'll make this one separate. Sorry, I'll put a Gaussian. Definitely I'm going down to the neck, though the problem is with this picture that it had the entire focus was in his face, so the neck is out of focus. But I'll find a way making it better, more blood, but we shall continue touching. At the end of the day, you see the difference. I hope all you following. So you have to do what exactly I'm doing so that you can achieve, and you try to try to practice on the very image in the description below. I will not put more emphasis on these other places because our main intention is the skin. But since it's a full, it's a mag shot, I'm forced to tackle. Of course, there are other good tutorials that are showing, and I will be, uploading those tutorials that are showing how we can really retouch other places. But wants us to be quick with it because many people don't want to follow long tutorials. They want short tutorials, but I promise you at the end of the day you're going to see what exactly is done by the professionals, retouchers, and of course Alright, we're in this other part of the body. Sorry to put the shadow. It's all good to mix midtones and shadows. So even here, so as you see, we're done with our frequency separation technique, and of course the last thing is that we're going to first add the black and white layer on top of our frequency separation group. Black and white. Always put the red side. We come to texture layer, then we come to clone stamp. Then the reason why I'm going to use a clone stamp, you have to make sure it's on the opacity is 100% and flow 100%. It's because I'm going to touch on the surface, so the time when we were removing blemishes, we didn't remove all the blemishes. Now we have to correct, the skin texture where there is a scar or whatever, so that it can match up with our color. You hold Alt, click where there's a clear surface, and paste where there's a rough surface. Just click, holding Alt, you release Alt, and you paste where there's clear, like that. Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, like that. At the end of the day, you will see our skin looking with this kind of realistic skin textures, the pores that I'm talking about. As you've been seeing more pictures on Instagram, asking yourselves, how are they created, how are they made, how do those people have such kind of skin tones and skin texture. So this tutorial is going to show you how you create, so that you can even practice. Alright, we are done. Now we're going to deactivate the black and white layer. Also, to delete it, click on it, delete it, put it down. So when I zoom in, you can see what the difference before, after. Let me zoom in. Before, after. So that's the free frequency separation technique, whereby you can try it out. And I'm going to be dropping other tutorials that are talking about global dodge and burning, color correction, color grading, eye and teeth whitening. Don't forget to subscribe, and always click on the link below, so that you can try out this very picture. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.